Alright, welcome to Swap City number 3. If you don't know what Swap City is, it's our series where we manual or engine swap a car once a month for every month of the year. So this is month 3, March, and we are doing our mate Rico. You've probably seen him in previous videos, but if you're new, our mate Rico's EK CIVIC. So it's a D series right now, D series manual. We're gonna drop in a B18A1, which actually came out of my car right there when it stopped working. So I disassembled the whole motor a couple of days ago. We're going to go pick it up disassembled, try reassemble it all today. Rico got the last parts, and we're gonna do it all at Josh and Mark's house again. So where we did our last swap. Gonna pick up Josh. He's gonna give me a hand taking all the bits of the motor, chucking it in the back, and we're gonna get going. Hello, buddy.
Oh, shit, slow.
Oh. Hello, buddy.
The DC2, the EJ8, and the Lexus are all lined up together.
Oh, they all there?
Yeah.
Oh! Engine's here. Rico's here. How you doing? Started. Alright, we'll unpack first. How you doing, bro?
How you doing, man?
You look good?
Yeah. Bad.
Alright. Oh, nice. You got the headers off.
Got Ozzy and Jed working on the engine block right now.
We got 2 pistons in so far.
There you go.
We got 2 pistons in.
You learning, bro?
I don't like pistons.
He's learned that he doesn't like using the compressor. He doesn't like using the compressor. I cut myself, dude.
Yeah.
I cut myself so bad on this. And it's because this is very thin, like metal, sheet metal.
Yeah.
And my hand just went, yeah. So there's a bit of blood stains. This is not mine. This is Jarrell's.
Jarrell.
It's taking out all the wiring. Probably any possible hoses that's still connected.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Yeah. And Mark's working on the coolant hoses as well.
Yeah, we're just trying to get everything up.
Just these guys are working on taking the motor out while
You go straight.
these guys are working on building the B series block.
You know that long road I go down?
Sorry, what?
Yeah. Menush man.
You've been here. You've been here for about an hour. You haven't picked up the camera to film any of us doing anything, and you pick it up just to film the manure.
I wasn't here to pick up the camera.
on the way.
You've been here for almost an hour.
Yeah.
The camera's been sitting there since you were here.
Look how pissed off he is just because he
You
stopped
literally pick up the.
Got the New Balances, bro.
Shut up. How's it going?
Okay, the mic is on.
The mic is on this
The
time.
mic is on.
The mic's on this time. So all pistons are in, just except for one. When I was dropping in, I accidentally damaged one of the bottom oil control rings. So Rico's gonna go grab a new one in like an hour or so. While he also gets the valve spring compressor, so I can finish up reassembling the head because we have new valve stem seals that we need to put in, and we can't do it without disassembling it. Otherwise, that's about it, and then the engine will be ready. And then over there, they're still having to crack at the ball joints.
Oh no.
The ball joints, yeah, we're having no luck.
Oh
Get a
no.
bit on my feet.
Get him out.
Josh, did you get it?
No. It's far.
Did you get it now? Josh, did you get it now?
No. Fuck off.
Hello. Engine is halfway out. Nobody's here. So I have to take it out on my own. Mark's here, but he's eating a whole grain bread, so I don't want him to help.
Don't interrupt the whole grain.
Oh wait, no.
Why?
Still one more. Alright.
Do I just do this?
Yeah.
There's
Wait. Just check.
that.
Hang on. Alright.
More?
Okay, hang on, wait. Watch out.
Should I film it?
It's on right now. You can grab it.
Oh. Very good.
All right, it is like, what is it, 7 o'clock? 7:30ish? And so I got the motor out earlier, over there. And now this, we're having a problem with this. So it's either that the rod bearing clearances are just completely off. They sent the wrong rod bearings because we ordered standard size, or we've somehow mixed the caps up even though they're labeled, because the rod caps aren't closing enough, so it's flush with the rod. So you'll see that when we put it on, there's a small gap here, as well as soon as it's torqued down beyond like 20 foot-pounds, the crank gets stuck. So you can see there's no rod cap right now, and the crank's moving just fine. As soon as we torque it down past about 20 foot-pounds, the crank seizes up. So we had a few options. Gonna have to order new bearings. We're gonna have to check the oil clearances. That's gonna take some time. So we just have a new plan in mind. But first things first, we just gotta make some room. Josh is here, he's a bit tired.
Yeah.
We're all tired. But it's alright.
All she wanna do is bang. Got her hair done, French braids, now she ASAP. Vino so insensitive, she asked me why you say that. I'm chillin', real nigga feelin'. Rich kid asshole, paint me as a villain. Still spittin' that cash flow, DJ in Cali. I got bad house on Rocos, PH, balance. Real nigga, I rep those. Why those? I said so. Get deep in that Pepto. I got 5 on it like Peptos. I got more tail than that Petco.
Where? Here? Oh, I see.
Watch out behind you.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. We're good. We make it, we make it.
Silver Rebel, really? Are you eating up? Are you eating up? Nigga, are you eating up? Breakfast, lunch, and dinners for beginners. You ain't even know. Never catching cases while they faces look so PMO. Watch a hater hate me, wanna play me like a piano. My architect, no Japanese. Yo, girl, she jock knees. No hands like Socrates. Yo, fuck boys like Socrates. You niggas ain't copy these. Niggas ain't looking like me. No, I ain't checking ID. But I bounce with no problem. Tell a problem. I'm winning. Yeah, yeah, I'm winning. Why? I'm winning. Yeah, yeah, I'm winning. Why? I'm winning. Yeah, yeah, I'm winning. Why? Rich kid asshole. Pick me as a villain. Why? Don't be mad cause I'm doing you. Don't be mad cause I'm doing me better than you doing you. Don't be mad cause I'm doing me better than you doing you. Better than you doing you.
Alright. As you can see,
It smells normal now.
Josh's EJ8 is now in the garage.
Hey.
So, what the fuck? So, since we can't really swap Rico's EK, we're gonna put his motor into this car. This motor's seized. He never put oil. We're gonna drop this one in because it's healthy.
Hey, bro.
And this is Swap City for March, basically.
Really?
Yes, for March. We're doing this for March. And then we're going to be reusing this gearbox onto that motor. That gearbox is coming to me, and I'm going to put that on my new car. So we'll talk about them more in like the next video or whatever. But yeah, so we're going to get cracking and getting this done so we can drop Rico's motor in tomorrow. So reverse card Swap City. Ladies and gentlemen. Stop. We are back. Had a day's rest finally. We were like, I was at this house. I was living at this house. I was at this house every day after work. Yeah, I should have paid rent.
Pay rent. You wanna stay here? Pay rent now.
We'll recap. So Rico's engine's out. Gonna take out the EJ's motor, chuck it in the bin, put Rico's one straight in. Done. Done.
Done.
That's it. Rico will drive this car for now while we figure out what we're gonna do with this. We might be going a B20 route. We'll chuck that block in the bin. But yeah, so we'll see.
It's not working. It's like fuck you.
Josh,
It's like fuck you. I'm gonna chuck you.
he's what? He's jacking up the car. We're gonna drain fluids. Gonna pull out the axles already. This car has definitely seen better days. Look at him. He's putting gloves on because that's how dirty he is, just to get under the car.
The
Spider webs.
He made a new spider web.
Spider eggs inside of this thing.
He made a new one.
Spider eggs down there.
Look.
He made a new one.
He
Yeah,
made a
isn't
new
he?
one.
That's a new web. So the axles are out. We just have the power steering and AC left to remove. And then we just have to remove coolant hose, heater hoses, and then the wiring. And that's pretty much it. We'll probably start taking it out already and get all the wiring out once it's about halfway out, so it's just easy to remove so we can see the back of the block. Let's keep going. Alright, we got the accessories off, got our grounds off. Now we just have the rest of the wiring to do once it's lifted up. Just gonna make some room, gonna clean up all this, move it all out of the way, unhook the other motor that's going in, get the crane all propped up, hook it up, and start lifting it out. Are you ready?
Yes.
EJ to be back on the road.
Yeah, bro.
Loyalty got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter beats got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this, and born like this. Immaculate conception, not transform like this, perform like this. Wish out you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate. Then off your fucking head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got realness. I just feel shit.
Ooh. Alright. Alright.
For your kid doesn't need school.
Hop in! He's just trying to pull it. What the fuck? Hey! ¿Dónde? For some reason, engine. No engine.
2000 ton, by the way.
Shut up, bro. This guy, whenever he talks about his car, whenever he talks about the year of his car, he always has to say, oh, it's a 2000 front. 2000 front. Jed was asking. Jed is here. Jed's here. He was asking what year this car was, and we're like, oh yeah, it's 97. It's like on the badge on the front. And this guy, oh yeah, but it's 2000 front. Like, he's so proud of this.
If it's K-swap, oh yeah, that's K-series, but it's 2000 front.
Okay, we kind of failed third month because we have to extend another day.
Who do we blame?
Who do we blame? You know who you are.
Yeah. Hey.
You know who you are. I don't want to say Lorenzo's
say-
name. I don't want to say Lorenzo's name. No, we won't call out Lorenzo. That's mean. So, so we have both D series out. That's the one that's going into Josh's car. I would have been keen to swap it in, but we actually have to pull out the harness. We have to leave them in because, unlike B series, they go straight to the ECU. There's no plug right at by the fuse box that goes into the car. So that means if we want to swap the wiring, we have to pull the whole wiring out from the ECU, and it's a really tight grommet, and it's not getting late, but the sun's setting. So, and we had a good productive day. So we're gonna extend the day, but to make up for it, we're using 2 swaps to make up for being delayed for, you know.
Because of that guy.
Because of.
Don't say.
Yeah, it's not. I don't want to do Lorenzo like that. There was a problem with the B series. The B series we could have finished, but we needed more time. That's because we ended up building it late because of that person that we don't want to talk about. Now, because Lorenzo, he told us too late that he couldn't do much. It was supposed to be his manual swap for March, but on the 1st of March, he's like, oh no, I can't afford it this month. And I'm just like, fuck. So Rico and I rushed to get the parts and start building this. And mind you, we still have work and other commitments as well. So it's not like we can be doing this every day. If we were doing this every day, we probably could get it done. We could have got it done in maybe like a week or two, but yeah, so.
No, it's just not by itself, but I swear. I'll buy a new one.
Bro, what the fuck?
I swear, I'll buy. Just put your one for the.
I'll buy a new one. So, we're back. This is final day for dropping the engine in. I will accept no more days, and if it goes for another day, I'm sorry, Rico, but the project's over. The project's over.
We're scrapping these.
We're scrapping it. We're scrapping it. We're taking both of these cars to the wreckers. We just pop off this gearbox. There's one bolt that's been a little bit of a bitch. Clutch flywheel, then straight in.
Let's open it up.
To show that there's nothing in there.
First of all, I'd like to just mention the 2000
Shut up! Alright. Keep her open. No, higher, 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 higher. Higher, higher, higher. Higher, 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 higher. Alright. And then the wind just blows the hood backwards. It breaks the other way. It breaks the windshield.
That's why I closed it.
This guy. It's bold! There's nothing on this thing. It's so flat. There's barely anything left. You look at this, jeez. Okay, they don't know how much there isn't. How much material is actually gone. So they're gonna look at the new clutch and see what it actually looks like. Are you ready? Yeah, yeah. Alright, let's see.
There's no grooves.
There's nothing left, there's like no material.
Alright, let's see the comparison.
It's flat.
Oh, nice.
We ended up having to use because this is a D16 Y4, we ended up having to use the Y8 clutch because Josh bought a Y8 clutch instead of a Y4 one. So,
Whose fault is that?
yeah, and the pressure plates are different. The dowels on the actual flywheel are different. And the actual size, the pressure plate's much smaller. So we you're right there. So yeah, we just did that. Then all we gotta do, pretty much, we're just gonna clean up the gearbox and chuck it on and drop it in. Josh, he started learning manual in this car.
Yeah, fucked
All this clutch dust.
It's rookie mistakes.
All the times Zarina stalled.
When I was teaching.
All right, we need that hose.
Clean clutch. Wait, Gerald's here now.
Who's that? Rock and roll. Gearbox is mounted. T-brack's mounted. T-bracket's mounted, ready to go in. Motor's mounted in. We didn't film it because I actually forgot to bring the camera. I just got an engine to bring it. It sounds like an excuse. Alright, we got someone to put the engine in for us. Now we dropped the engine in. Fuel lines are in. Both the coolant hoses, all the wiring, pretty much everything's in. Just doing the accessories now. Gerald's finishing up the wiring.
Yes.
And then we got to fill the fluids. And it's ready for a crank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Real nigga, I rep those. Why though? Cause I said so. Get deep in that Pepto. I got 5 on it like Lempos. I got more tail than that Petco. You faker than some sweet and low. Yeah, you got some silverware, but really, are you eating low? Are you eating low? Nigga, are you eating low? Breakfast, lunch, and dinners for beginners.
Keep going, Josh. It's cranked.
Crank, bro.
It cranks.
We did it.
Right now it's just not turning on because we need to bypass that immobilizer.
Everything else is all sweet.
Yeah,
Just
very
need to put
good.
Fluids and then it's back on the road.
Easy peasy. Look at your face, man.
Sort of hard look.
Oh shit! I've extended it. Where is it? There it is. Look at that immobilizer.
I don't know if it's gonna
Extended immobilizer.
contact. Good try, Josh.
There it is right there.
I'll prime it, just prime it. See if it primes. I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, it primed.
Oh, is it? Okay, good try.
Ooh.
Oh, no chicken?
No cell! Oh, nice! Hey!
It's still doing that, though.
It's still doing it.
Oh, no, it's on.
The cell's gone.
It's on. It's on.
Oh yeah, no. Because before,
It's normal now.
yeah, it was idle hunting before.
Because it had
Because
no immobilizer.
yeah, Gerald removed the immobilizer, and the ECU was a bit confused, but now it's all good.
Hey, it worked!
Now it's complete. It's complete. That actually completes the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm gonna cry.
So, if you didn't know, before the swap, this car was off the road for how long?
Over a year.
Over a year. So, here it is. Oh, it's still idle hunting.
There's no check engine though.
So the immobilizer's fixed, but maybe a vacuum leak or something.
Yeah, maybe there's a vacuum leak somewhere.
Yeah.